Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here to get into this ab workout with me. I'm so sorry that I missed posting last week, I think it was. I just started my yoga teacher training, so it's a huge time commitment, and I'm trying to organize my schedule in order to make everything fit. And it's just a small transition, but I think it's gonna super benefit me and you as well. Unless you're here for just workout videos, in which case, it may still benefit you, but not as much as people who enjoy the yoga. But if you're here for workout videos, I encourage you to try the yoga because it's a really good combination. It's a really good mix, working out and yoga. But anyways, you're not here to hear me talk. You're here to get an ab workout in, so we're going to get right into it. We're going to start on our butts, hands behind our back, or if you're more advanced, you can do hands by your knees, I guess, when your knees are bent. And we're gonna do in and outs. We're gonna exhale, come in, inhale, come out. Exhale, come in, inhale, come out. And if at any time you need to drop your hands, please don't feel bad about it. It's totally fine. If you want to give it a little shot, you fall over, whatever, nobody's watching you. You tried it. It doesn't matter anymore. It never mattered in the first place. Can you hear my hip popping? Keep going just a little longer. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it out. Hold it out, hold it out, hold it out. Now bring your hands up, bring your hands up. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming onto our backs for a figure 4 crunch. Our left foot is going to come over our right thigh. Our right arm is going to go behind our head, bend. And we're going to come up and try to get as close as we can to that left knee. Left hand stays on the ground for a little bit of support and stability, but you're not putting any weight into that left hand. Exhaling on the way up. Keep going. You're almost there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it up. Hold it up and pulse. Little pulses. Try to get that right elbow to touch that left knee. It may never happen. Should be feeling it on your right side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Coming down and switching. Right leg figure fours over the left leg. Left arm comes behind our head. Take a couple breaths real quick. I'm trying my best not to breathe super heavy into the microphone because every time I watch these back, I'm just into the microphone, and I'm so sorry about that. I really don't mean to. All right. Right arm comes down to the ground. Left elbow tries to meet that right knee. It may never happen. That's fine. Get as close as you can. Reach as much as you can. And exhale on the way up. Almost there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, pulse. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. Woo! If you notice in that exercise, you may have a side of your abdominals that's more dominant than the other side, and it may have been taking over for each exercise. Just try to be aware of that, and maybe in a different exercise you do more on one side, or you try to engage the other side a little bit more consciously. Now we're down here, our palms are gonna come to touch, and we're just gonna pulse through our legs, lifting those shoulder blades off the ground, crunching in as far as we can, not letting those shoulder blades touch back down. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it. Hold it up. Pull up higher. Pull up higher. Pull up as high as you can and hold it. Hold it. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. Breathe. Good. We're gonna move into, honestly, I don't know the name of a lot of these. Your legs are gonna be scissored, and you're just going to pulse up and try to reach. But with each pulse, you're gonna hold. Pulse up and try to reach, and hold it. And hold it. And hold it. And hold it. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. If you find, like I find, that in that movement you try to use your momentum to come up, try to fight that as much as possible. Chances are you're still going to use your momentum a little bit, as I still do as well. It's just our natural inclination to use our momentum to come up instead of using that muscle, but you're here working out for a reason, so give it a shot. Even if you can only do 1 rep without momentum, just give it a try. Couple breaths here real quick. Left leg comes up, right leg comes out. And we're pulsing and we're holding. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. Big stretch out, like your morning stretch. And we're gonna come into, I was gonna do a double crunch, but I've changed my mind. We're just going to do our legs. So you can bring your hands underneath your glutes. Tap your heels down. If your hands don't need to come underneath your glutes, that's fine, but make sure that if your hands are not underneath your glutes, your lower back is staying pushed into the mat, the floor, wherever you are. Because a lot of times in this exercise, our inclination is to pop our lower back up off the floor, which is just gonna force you to use your hip flexors instead of using your quote unquote lower abdominals. Gentle taps of those heels on the ground. And if your low back is popping up even with your glutes, with your hands under your glutes, you can lift your head up It does make it a little bit more difficult, but it helps to keep that alignment a little bit better. I am not going to do that. That's much too hard for me right now. Breathing, slow and controlled reps. I don't want any kind of like this, any kind of crazy fast movements where you're really not engaging anything. You're really just, again, using your momentum to rock your knees up and down. I'm gonna do 5 more here. Make sure that low back is still pushing into the mat, the floor. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Good. Take a couple breaths. Oh, that thing has been in the house for a couple days now. And it is not, you probably didn't see it. It's like a little moth. It has no interest in going back outside. Okay, flipping on over to our plank position, everybody's favorite. We're gonna do plank circles. So our elbows are coming down onto the mat, onto the floor, onto whatever surface you are on. And we're gonna circle out our planks. Bring your legs up and circle to the right, clockwise. Making sure to really feel through the abs instead of just feeling it through the arms. Feel your serratus anterior, those muscles that cover our ribs. Feel it contracting as you pull your body up. Switch directions to the left. Three, 2, 1. Drop it. A little cat-cow with our forearms on the ground. Inhale cow, exhale cat. Go at your own speed here. Inhale, exhale. Just a little stretch for those abs that are doing so much for us right now. Coming into our second and last exercise, bird dog, which I feel is very underutilized. If you do it correctly and you do it slowly and you do it intentionally, it is an excellent movement for your abs. And I'm going to show you what I mean by slowly and correctly and intentionally. So our left arm comes up and our right leg comes back. I usually make a fist. I don't know that it really does anything other than kind of like help me remember to really squeeze and tighten. So inhaling here, exhaling, squeezing and tightening. Coming into a cat with our spine. You should feel your abdominals engage. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, squeezing and tightening. Inhale. Exhale. And exhale. 5 more. 4 more. I almost said 3. I think I messed up on that last time. 3, 2, last one. Coming down That one doesn't burn as much as, what a view you have, as much as the in and outs or the figure four crunches or any of that. It doesn't burn as much, but it feels much more like it's using the stabilizer muscles of the abdominals, which are super important muscles to recruit into our exercises. Next, right arm up, left leg back. Inhale, exhale, come in, squeeze, tilt, inhale, exhale, squeeze, tilt. Not only are you using your abdominals, but you're also working on your balance. Your balance has a lot to do with your entire core. Five more. Four more. Three more. Two more. Release it into a little cat-cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Bring it to a neutral spine. For our last workout exercise, we're gonna do floating tabletop, and we're gonna alternate lifting our foot up off the ground. It's not enjoyable. You are not gonna have fun, but you're gonna feel really, really good afterwards. And isn't that what counts? Coming up into floating tabletop, holding here, just getting everything situated, making sure everything feels good. If you need to move your feet a little bit forward, should be pushing. Your shoulder blades should be spread apart. Lift that right foot up, hold it. Drop it down with the left foot, hold it. Drop it right. Drop it left. Just a few more of these, make sure your hips stay level. Drop it right. Drop it left. Try not to float too high up. Keep those knees towards the ground. Drop it right. Drop it left. Drop it and hold. Get a little closer to the ground. A little closer. Hold it. And release it. Come into cow and just stretch your abs, stretch your belly. If you want to do that again, please be my guest. Just go back to the beginning, skip through the part where I'm talking for like a minute, and then restart it. Not everybody wants to do so many rounds. Some people just want something quick. So that was for the people that wanted something quick. I love you guys so much. I'm sweating. It's like the end of the night. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you have a beautiful day or night or morning or whatever it is, wherever you are. Thank you for being here with me. I think I already said that. Subscribe, comment, like, share. Let me know what you want to see. And I think that's all I've got for you. I love you so much. Have a beautiful day, night, morning, whatever. Mwah.